Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is January 30th, almost the end of the month. It's been about a week since I've been on. I figured I'd get on here and show you what I've been up to. I have very little crocheting to show you because I've been doing other things. I try to get into as much as I possibly can. I've been trying to grow sprouts, and I started with, so I wanted to grow pea sprouts, but I can't find whole dried peas. Everything that I could find is split peas. I tried growing it, it did not work very well. Out of like a whole tray of peas, 5 maybe sprouted. So that didn't work, that was a dud, and I'm gonna try again as soon as I find whole peas. I also tried sprouting chickpeas, and I'm learning. I was watching videos and it didn't clue in that you need a tray with holes on the bottom. I have trays, but they only have holes on the sides, and they all sprouted. I'll show you a picture here. And but there's no place for the roots to go through. So I had this picture is of the ones that are, so I switched the tray after I figured it out. I switched it, so now this tray has roots on the bottom, but I think it's too late. So I'm starting another one with the proper holes on the bottom. Trying that. I've been babying my amaryllis. I'll show you a picture. I bought an amaryllis this year, and I started it a little late, so it didn't bloom for Christmas, but it bloomed after Christmas, and it's still blooming. So loving that. Trying to learn indoor plants. I'm not very good with indoor gardening, but I'm trying. Oh, and here's something that you might want to try. All summer, last summer, we would buy, let's say, green onions, and you know, you cut off the tops, the parts with the little roots on it, and you throw it away. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want to throw it away. What if it will regrow? And so actually for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been doing this outside. I would just stick it in the dirt. I had a pot on the balcony and with dirt, and then every time I use a green onion, I'd stick it back. And honestly, and then I would just, when it grows long enough, I would just use it and then stick it back in. And I think it got like 5 or 6 times from one onion. Great. So I thought this year, why don't I try it inside? So here's a picture of my little tub of reused onion tops. Hopefully in a few weeks, I'll have enough to use in a salad or wherever. But it's working inside. All you need to do is little tub of, I think it was a yogurt tub or sour cream or something. Put a little dirt in there, potting soil, and then when you use an onion, snip off the top that you're not going to eat anyway. Stick it in the dirt, make sure it's watered properly, and you get regrowth. Anyway, so those are the things that I've been doing. I've also been sewing, so I'm going to show you some sewing projects. I think quite a few of you recently have come from Cinnamon Stitches and noticed a bag that I sent her. I do not sell bags. I don't even know how to sew very well. I just like playing with the fabric. And a while ago, quite a few YouTube friends or friends that I've met on YouTube have sent me scraps. I've been using that. A friend of mine and I went months and months ago, we went shopping and we decided to go to secondhand stores, and quite a few secondhand stores have like bags of scraps, so I purchased them all. As a matter of fact, there was one bag, it was literally the size of a garbage bag. It took me and her together to carry it to the car. $5. Anyway, what got me onto this was I've watched a few documentaries on fast fashion, and it kills me what we are doing to this planet. So, not that I'm making a dent in that at all, and not that I don't buy new fabric, because I have purchased new fabric, but I'm reusing clothes, I'm reusing scraps to create new things. And that makes me happy. That's all that matters. So I'm going to show you, see, these are the kind of scraps that I received. So to me, this is a big piece, so I can get a few blocks out of this. So I will cut it up into squares like this. You know, this already came cut. So I will cut it up. But then there's pieces like this that are really, you know, to me, they're a decent size. So I will piece them together in any which way. And I just go like maybe 10 minutes a day, and I just piece pieces together, and eventually they'll get squared up and you create blocks out of, and no rhyme or reason, no thought process. I just piece things together. And the only things that I really don't use are things like this. So this is way too small for to be used, but don't you worry, I have a plan for this. I am collecting enough of this to make a pillow, stuff a pillow. So nothing is going into the dump from my craft room. Anyway, so that's what and out of these scraps, I've made things. This was inspired by Alaska Crafty gal. I believe she makes these, and I just love watching her. So yeah, I just collected. This one actually has a little bit of rhyme or reason. These are all polka dots. Somebody sent me a whole bunch of polka dot already pre-cut squares. I think they're 2.5 inch. And then all I did was I lined it, and I put a little flannel sheet inside. Reusing. I buy flannel sheets from the secondhand store and use it for a lining. Anyway, and then I put a zipper. Now my zippers, I'm not actually sure if I might have showed this one before. This one's been made for a while. So I might have showed this, but I'm shipping this off to a dear friend. All of these are going to a dear friend of mine. So I'm sending her this one, and then this one. And again, there's no blocks, like there's no rhyme or reason. The pieces are just, you know, whatever I can make fit with the minimal amount of cutting with the minimal amount of these. And that's what I do. Put a handle, there's a little zipper, and then inside I just lined it plain. And this one I believe has, what's that? I forgot what I used for the lining. Anyway, I'm still working on the corners. I struggle with the zipper corners. The zipper, no problem, I got that down pat. But to make them look nice and neat here, I struggle. And I've watched so many videos. They all make it look easy, but in practicality, obviously, I'm struggling. So, but isn't that adorable? Like, it's so cute. Really cute. I love that. And then to match that, I made a drawstring bag. Obviously, there's no rhyme or reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put these two together. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that adorable? And then just cinch it, and it is lined with plain fabric inside. You'd be amazed what people throw away or put into their donation bins. Anyway, like really decent sized fabrics. And then I think I mentioned before, we don't go anywhere, and so I ran out of cording for bags. And I didn't want to run out, like it's the nearest fabric store was like 1.5 hours away. I didn't want to do that. So I started making my own. And this is due to Zelda NRJ 3's tutorial. She did a tutorial for a single crochet, foundation single crochet edge. But it works amazingly well as an I-cord. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I want to show you. It looks great as an I-cord. So that's what I've been using. I've made other I-cords. They just take too long. And this, super fast, super easy. I made tons, and I just sit here and just, no brainer. So I will leave you the link for Zelda's tutorial down below. So I made my own I-cords. And then this one, this is the last one. And I just decided to do like, I picked out browns, yellows, a little bit of orange and cream. And yeah, I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. So those are the ones I'm sending to my friend because she's been wonderful to me. So that's what I've been working on. What else have I made? Oh, I'm gonna show you a whip. I'm gonna show it to you now because I'm a little frustrated with it. So I have a friend, she's a non-yarny, and I wanted to do something nice for her. And she loves white. So I decided I'm gonna make her, this is the blanket that I was telling you guys before. It's a very monotonous blanket because it's one color and it's the same stitch. It's gonna be pretty decent. This is only half of it. And this is using a bag-o-day pattern. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what pattern what she called it. I'm gonna leave the link down below. Anyway, it's a really cute stitch. I think she will love it. And it's using Etrofil Bambino Luxe cotton, which I believe they call it a 3, but it feels like a 2. It's thin. Anyway, it's beautiful. It feels good. It's a little splitty, to be honest with you, but I started it, no problem, and the end result is really wonderful. So I ordered a bunch, and I realized I'm making the blanket too big. I don't have enough yarn. So I ordered some more yarn December 15th. I still don't have it from Hobium. I'm really disappointed because they use DHL, and so DHL, it was in the, I mean, Hobium shipped it out in like 2 days. No problem, great. It was in the country by, I think, the 20th of December. I still don't have it. So Kingston is a city about an hour and a half away from me. It's been sitting in Kingston, and they keep saying it's all gonna be out for delivery. It's gonna be out for delivery. Still don't have it. Finally, about 2 weeks ago, I decided I'm gonna reach out to them, say, what is going on? Where's my shipment? They're saying, well, it's in our warehouse. Can you come and get it? It's on hold for pickup. I'm like, I'm not gonna drive an hour and a half. What did I pay? Because I paid $24 US for delivery. What did I pay for that? Like, what am I getting for that $24? They're like, well, we're not gonna deliver in your area. I'm like, well, when I put in the order and I put in my postal code, that should have come up and say, you know what, we can't use DHL because they won't deliver in your area. That DHL should be notifying Hobium that there's certain areas that they're not gonna deliver to. But they didn't. They took on the job, and now they're holding my yarn hostage. So they finally said to me about a week ago, they said, okay, is there another alternate delivery address? Yes, because I own homes everywhere. Come on, alternate delivery address. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But I'm lucky, my father-in-law lives there. So I gave them my father-in-law's address. It's still not delivered. I'm at a loss. I've given you everything. I'm paid money. I've given you an alternate address. What's the problem? So I cannot finish this. And the funny thing is, in a week's time, I'm gonna see this lady who this is for, and I was hoping that it would be done by then, but it's not gonna be done. So anyway, now I'm gonna get off my rant. But I just wanted to show you the blanket in case by some miracle in the next day or two I get the yarn and finish it and give it to her. You know, I wanted to show it to you before. It's beautiful. And like I said, I'll leave the link for the tutorial down below. What else have I been up to? You all know Setta. Setta has a calendar cowl going on. I'm only gonna do 2 cowls this year. One, actually, let's talk about the other cowl. Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, I think that's her channel, is having a Wacky Make a Do 22 or something like that, where you pick alternate holidays, you know, the weird holidays that happen throughout the year. She's using an American calendar. Anybody can join, by the way. I'll leave Laura's channel down below where she talks about it. But I decided to search out the Canadian national holidays, like the unusual ones, and I'm gonna pick something off of that. I haven't chosen what yet, and you only have to do 4 projects, so because it's quarterly, so you know, January to March, and then so on and so forth. So I'm doing that, and then the other cowl that I'm doing is Setta's Place is having her annual calendar cowl. There's a bit of a twist on this one, because I don't have the calendar. To be honest with you, it is way too pricey for me to pay for it. But anyway, if you want the calendar, I'll leave a link for Setta's channel where she talks about it, and if you want the calendar, get in touch with her. But she was kind enough to send me the picture of January. Is she not adorable? And the idea is that you make something to go with the picture. I decided what I'm gonna do this year, since there's gonna be 12, I'm gonna make granny squares, but out of this book. I'm gonna pick 12 out of this book. This book is 150 all-time favorite crochet blocks. For the life of me, I cannot remember who gave this to me right now. I should, and I'm so sorry I don't remember. But anyway, it's great. So I picked the anemone block. That's the block. And here's my version. Now the colors are probably off, But if you take a look, I've got the trees covered. They're kind of brownish gray. I got the background, which is the light whitish gray. And then I got the yellow and the orange for representing Setta. So I'm going to do this I'm going to make 12 squares, and obviously that's not enough for a blanket. But my idea is that I'm going to do just plain granny squares in a solid color, which I'll decide later on in the year. And then take the 12 and just randomly place them in the solid colored granny blanket. I think it's going to be fabulous. So there's my entry into the Setta's January picture from her calendar for the calendar cal of 2022. So got that done. That I like. I really like that because it's like, you know, whatever, 10 minutes. What else have I got to show you? I have been doing some little things. So like I said, I'm gonna be seeing a friend in about a week, and we're having a little mini book club. She's gonna be here for a couple of days, and we're gonna switch. She's gonna buy 2 books, I'm gonna buy 2 books, and then when she gets here, we're gonna exchange and read together and just discuss whatever. Anyway, as a little gift, I wanted to give her a little gift. I wanted to make her a bookmark. So there is a tutorial, and it's called Crochet Chain of Hearts, because it's gonna be February, and it's by Lyza Walters. And I'm sure you've all seen this because the video's got over 2 million views. So I'm sure you've all seen this, but I did not. It's new to me. I'll leave a link for that. And it's hearts. Is this not adorable? So I wanted to do it in this, but I ran out of yarn, silly. And this was a bigger one. This is regular kitchen cotton, and this one is a thinner cotton, I don't know. Is this not adorable? It's gonna be a bookmark. I might add a little tassel at the end. And I did. Now, if you follow the tutorial, it took me a minute to learn it. I was trying to figure out where is she putting, because there's written instructions, but there's no talking or anything. So you just gotta watch what she's doing and read what it says underneath. So I was trying to figure out where does the hook go, but once you get it, you get it. And it did not look this straight when I finished it. I had to hairspray this. And I pinned it down, and somewhere in my bathroom I found hairspray, which I haven't used in years, so it's probably like 10 years old. And I hairsprayed it, and it stays flat now. Isn't that adorable? So this will be her bookmark. Anyway, that's the other thing I've done. Now, let's talk about what I've received. My dear, dear friend Wendy, I've mentioned her so many times. She's my angel. She sent me a pattern, and she has her notes. She's giving me her notes. It's in a sleeve. She even gave me, oh, I'm dropping. She uses these little felt sticky things to mark the pattern. She even sent me a whole, okay, it wouldn't be this channel without a glitch, right? But anyway, I gave my camera some juice, hopefully enough to get me through this real quick. Anyway, I was saying, she gave me the pattern, but she also made it for me. Look at this. It is a cowl, and it's perfect. I love this kind of cozy stuff. To me, this is it. I know it's not for everyone, but look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it. Thank you, Wendy. And speaking of Wendy, Wendy has started a new business. She created this logo, this art, and I'm not wearing it only because I think it'd be better if I show it to you. It is called, it says, when life gives you yarn barf, untangle. Look at this. Is this not adorable? I did order a mug. I don't have it yet. So I have a mug with the same thing on it. When I do get it, I will show it to you. But oh my goodness. Now she's also sent me a card here. Oops, sorry, my hubby's working downstairs. A card here. Now I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm gonna leave her contact info down below. In case you want to get in on this, it's on bonfire.com, and it's WSW Boutique or Yarn Barf. She also has magnet stickers, but you have to contact her through her email address to get that. I think it's absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. Hopefully she'll come up with some more designs in the future, but look at this. It's so wonderful, and it's like all of us, right? it's for all of us. I love it so much. Thank you, Wendy. Next time I'll wear it. Yes, and I will leave all of Wendy's contact information and the link to the bonfire store in case you're interested. I think it's a great endeavor, and she came up with this design and it's fabulous. I love it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Cinnamon Stitches. That lovely lady, she was watching one of my videos where I was talking about the orange, which I haven't touched any of the yarn yet, the orange that hubby needs. And she went into her kitchen and she dyed me this. Look at this. And it is merino wool. It is buttery soft, and it is fabulous. It is absolutely perfect for what, and I think I can get 2 hats out of this. Perfect for what I was looking for. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Cinnamon. Thank you, Jennifer, Cinnamon. Jennifer, for doing this for me. You are the best, absolutely the best. I love it so much, and it is absolutely, it is as bright as you see it. It is fabulous. Anyway, that's all I have, and my camera's flashing at me again, going, it's gonna shut down in a minute. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful January, and we will see you again in February. Talk soon.